We'd like to welcome you to another edition of Rick Davis's Talking Gold. We're going to talk a little bit about silver, gold, diamonds, and coins. Hopefully you'll enjoy it and pick up a few facts along the way that will be helpful in your buying, selling, or trading of any kind of gold items.
For up-to-the-minute prices on gold, silver, or platinum, visit Rick's website at www.rickdavisgoldanddiamonds.com. While there, look for Rick's specials to take advantage of. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business.
I know we're not the only one buying gold in this area, but we are the #1 buyer of gold in this area. We want to be your friend in the jewelry business. We want your business. Thank you, and God bless.
Stop in and see Rick and his friendly, experienced staff at 5301 Brainerd Road in Chattanooga. While there, be sure to mention that you saw this show on this station and receive your special deal. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, Chattanooga's premier jewelry store. Now you can watch Rick Davis Talking Gold anytime on Rick's YouTube channel. Just type in www.youtube.com/user/Rick Davis Buys Gold. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business.
We'd like to remind you to stop by the store at 5301 Brainerd Road. Come in and chat with us. We're always there to answer your questions. And remember, Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business. Where are you from?
Ooltewah.
Ooltewah. Growing up there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I live in Nashville now.
Nashville? Ooh, I was just in Nashville. We went to the ice show over at Opryland.
Really? Yeah.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
I need to do that.
Went to see the Rockettes. That was pretty neat. You seen the Rockettes up there? Oh, you need to go to that. At the old Opryland, the old Grand Ole Opry, the new Grand Ole Opry by Opryland.
Right when I moved there was when the flood happened.
Oh God, yeah. Completely renovated the entire spot.
My brother came the other day. He told me something about y'all should pop the stone out or something.
I will. I'll give you that stone back.
Okay.
And I'll also give you the, yeah, good. $220. And I will give you your little sapphire back.
Okay.
And your stone over there back.
Okay.
81.
So you moved up there, what, 2 years ago when the flood came?
Yeah, it was the actual week of the flood.
Well, you know that mall behind Opryland?
Yeah.
The little mill mall? They're still closed up. They're not even $10 million, I think they said.
They said they're going to open some back in March.
They've got one little place back open, but it's nowhere near what you'd think.
That's the only thing I don't like about Nashville. So I live in White House, kind of like north of Nashville.
There's one of my cards if you want. It also has a magnifier on it.
Oh, cool.
When you get old, you can read with that.
I am old.
You ain't old. I got underwear older than you are. I guess it wouldn't hurt to give you your $220, would it?
No.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Okay. Appreciate the
I'll
business.
be back because I got a bunch more stuff.
Ma'am, sign out with Norm over there for me. Just tell her what you sold and how much you got.
Okay.
Where you from?
Here you go.
Chattanooga? What part?
I live in East Brainerd right now.
Hurricane Creek area?
Yes.
Do you?
How do you know that?
I've been watching you a long time. I'm like Santa Claus. Just a good guess. I've got a friend that lives out there, so if somebody says East Brainerd, that's about the only real certain spot I know of. But you've got about $40 here, wouldn't you think?
No idea.
Just kidding.
You're just kidding?
I am.
Thank
You've had a good day and don't even know it.
Yay! Doesn't need it.
I'll be your best friend. If I can put a big old smile on your face.
Oh, come on. She said you might not want this, but to have you look at it, she didn't put it in the.
Can I get a big scream if you're happy with the number?
Yeah.
About $450. Yay! I told you I'd be your favorite person, didn't I? I am serious. This is not Candy Camera. This is $450.
Thank you so much.
This- I had a lady come in the other day and she literally broke down and I mean boo-hoo, cried. She got $800 and she thought she was going to get $90 or $100. And I mean, she just what? You're kidding. I said, "No, ma'am." Oh my God! And she cried all the way up here and I was signing out and everything. It was quite touching. 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, and 450. Now you know you're not on candid camera, so you can smile again.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
You have no idea, really.
85.
Keep telling me I'm as old as I feel, but I feel old today.
Some scraps I found.
Oh, this is not a ruby in this.
Is it not? I didn't know.
It's just glass. It was a ruby. I'd pay you for it. And I'll give it back to you if you want to keep it. Just a little red stone, but still.
Hey, I might use it.
You never can tell.
I might come in here and let you put it in something for me.
There you go. That'll work.
See, I'm a more white gold person anyway.
I believe half the country is white gold now.
Well, you know, I just don't like the gold. It looks good on you though.
$90.
I'll take it, and if you will give me that little thing back, I might make a necklace out of it someday.
I will.
Yeah, I need to find a ring like yours for my husband.
We got them over there. We just sold one a few minutes ago. You'd be surprised. I think this one we sold, it was $11,000, and we sold it for like $2,200.
Well, maybe one day I can afford that.
There you go. You hit the lottery tonight.
Hey, I might.
Thank you very much. Sign out with Norma over there for me. You're ready to go. That is a 2002 American Eagle. How many you got? Just the one. And I'll pay $30 for it.
Appreciate it so much.
Not a problem.
Hey,
We try to do our part.
Well, can you tell me anything about that? I'll have that.
I should be able to tell you everything about it. What do you want to know about it? What it is and where it come from and
Yeah, if
what it's
not,
worth?
Yeah, if it's not sterling silver, then what? I mean, what is it?
It's 1847 Rogers Brothers International Silver Company.
Okay. So,
They made this stuff for seemed like 100 years, but it was even back in the 40s. And this was built because their company's name was William Rogers International Silver Company. Everybody in the country thought they was buying sterling silver,
right.
not any silver. They made silver plate.
Okay.
So, and this will sound like a little bit to tell you, but 25.4 divided by 30. If this was sterling, like a knife, fork, or a spoon, this would have $19.60 worth of scrap silver in it,
Okay.
or retail $59. Silver plate has no resale value to it, so there's nothing that we can do with it. It's not like this, that's pure silver.
Right.
Now, and this, that wouldn't have hurt you bad for a bracelet, whether you paid $20, $30 for it, whatever. But imagine how many people bought this in silverware that had 60 pieces of it, thinking that was silver, thinking it was silver, paid $400 or $500 for it, and then to come in and find out 30 years later they're selling it. I'd like to sell my silver. It's worthless. It has no value whatsoever. They can get $20, $30 for it.
Well,
So that's
I looked online and at spoon bracelets and stuff, and of course it does say sterling silver. If something is sterling silver,
Right.
which is saying, but it did say if it's got a stamp in it that like who made it or the company that made it, that it makes it worth a little bit more. And there was one that looked just almost identical.
They made them. I mean, you can find that in sterling all over the internet.
Right.
But it's made by Reed and Barton, or it's made by different companies. Not William Rogers Imitation Silver. That's what that IS boxed in there stands for.
Imitation silver.
And it was marketed just they never committed fraud.
Right.
Their company name was International Silver Company, so everybody assumed they was buying silver. But they never said this is solid silver. They never told you that's 999 pure silver backed by our federal government. That was never sold saying that it was solid silver. It was just sold as it's pretty, and people look at it and say International Silver Company. They assumed that it was silver.
It's
Borderline fraud, but not, nothing and they didn't do anything wrong. They made some pretty stuff and they sold it, but everybody assumed what they was getting.
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it shines up like silver and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So, but it's too bad. Though.
Just wear it, enjoy it, and know that you got a pretty bracelet.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break, but we'd like to invite you to stop by the store at 5301 Brainerd Road, where we have an incredibly friendly staff, a very educated staff, and we're there to serve you and answer your questions. So please stop by and get to know us a little bit better, because we are your friend in the jewelry business.
How does Rick Davis see hundreds of people every day and nobody waits over 15 minutes? It's simply the system. Check in with the Golden Girls first. They divide your jewelry into plastic bins. Next, wait for your number to be called. This may be my favorite part because it is never a long wait and it gives me the opportunity to look around the showroom. Then, when my number is called, I get to see Rick or Jason. Both of them are great. They give me a value on my items and I decide if I want to sell it or not. Of course, I always do because Rick pays the best. Last, I sign out with Miss Norma. She's really a gem, and I'm on my way. I always have a great time with Rick and his friendly staff. I wouldn't go anywhere else. Now you can watch Rick Davis Talking Gold anytime on Rick's YouTube channel. Just type in www.youtube.com/user/Rick Davis Buys Gold. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business.
I know we're not the only one buying gold in this area, but we are the #1 buyer of gold in this area. We want to be your friend in the jewelry business. We want your business. Thank you, and God bless. This is a segment that was pre-recorded from our show on Night Talk. We have inserts and people call in and ask questions, and we try to answer them on the spot. So if you'll view the show tonight, it'll answer some of your questions. If not, feel free to check us out at 5301 Brainerd Road. We're Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, and we're your friend in the jewelry business for over 35 years. Thank you, and God bless.
Tell me about your staff over there. He's got a lot of people
God,
that's
our
dedicated.
staff is absolutely wonderful. They really are. The Golden Girls, which is Kathy and Deborah and Norma. Norma's 85 years old, works 6 days a week. Absolutely amazes me. I've never heard her complain in 11 years she's been with
She's
me.
a beautiful person.
She's just inside and out to the bone. She's beautiful. I mean, she's just wonderful. Never is upset, never gets excited. 85 years old and working 6 days a week because she wants to. That's what gets me. She just wants to, and if she don't like something, she'll tell you real quick. I don't like that. That isn't the way it's supposed to be.
I've never heard her complain or that she has the same look about her every time I come over there.
11 years, and I've never heard her as much as say, well, my back's hurting. Never. She's never smoked
it's nice
a cigarette.
To be around people like that. They're pleasant.
Yeah, sure it is. She's never smoked a cigarette. She's never drank a cup of coffee. She's never tasted a beer. She's
Never drank a
tasted
cup of
liquor.
coffee?
No, ma'am. I told her one day, I said, Norma, run back there and fix me a cup of coffee. She said, well, Lord, honey, I've never made any coffee. I don't drink it. I said, you didn't. Her husband passed away about 7 years ago, and his name was Norman. Norma and Norman. And I said, you never made Norman a cup of coffee? And she said, Lord, no, he made his own. He liked it one certain way, and I wasn't going to interfere with him. They started dating when they were 17 years old and got married. And if he was alive today, I think they would have been married 60-something years.
How about that?
Just high school romance. Got married. Well, she was 16. Her parents had to sign for her to get married. Kathy, Deborah, same way.
How long have they been with you?
Lord, Kathy come 3 or 4 years ago as a part-time Christmas help for 2 weeks, and she told me the other day I think she'd been there 5.5 years. Deborah, the same thing. A year after Kathy come, she's been there about 4 years. A year after Kathy come in, the next Christmas, a friend of mine knew her, and I knew her and her husband. And this friend of hers asked me, he said, she needs something to do, and could you, and I didn't need anybody. But I said, well, I'll maybe use somebody a little bit here at Christmas. And she came in, I think it was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday before Christmas, 3 days. And I'm going to work her that way every week. And I think she's got 4 years logged in now. She's my right arm. She's just like Jason. She takes care of business.
Yeah.
We've got Deward, that's our jeweler in the back. He's been with me 6 years.
And he's the guy that does the repairs.
This time he's been with me 6 years. I think he's got a total of 17 years with me. His father before him was with me 5 years, and his father's Rolex trained and certified watchman. Jason and I have been together 5 years now, and Jason is just
He's just the sweetest guy.
Jason
And
is
easy on the eyes.
no game. There is no game. Jason is just, he will sit there and tell you exactly like it is.
He does.
And you see somebody that's 37 years old, and usually they've still got a lot of green under. This man is straight as an arrow. He does his job. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it. And he, like we was talking about putting things on eBay to help kind of get some of your money back, he don't have a bit of problem having that conversation. He jumps right on the computer. Here's what it's trading for. Here's what it's been. Here's where I think you can go with this. Here's what we can do with that. Very good guidance. I mean, just a good all the way around guy.
And I think customers probably appreciate that too.
Oh, sure you do.
You've got somebody like that.
Nobody wants to be lied to. Nobody wants to be deceived. And if you tell somebody exactly how it is, they're going to come back to you over. You may not do business this very minute, but if they go somewhere else, I mean, I have people check me out all the time. I'll give $300 for this. Well, okay, is that a good offer? $300. Well, we're going to look around a little bit. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. Not a problem. By the way, you're going to waste a lot of gas. Why don't you go up the street or over here or do this? Don't drive all the way down in Dalton or something that's crazy. and they'll, well, we're just going to look around. Okay, I'll see you later. 30 minutes, an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe the next day. You remember me yesterday? I come in, you offered me. Yes, ma'am, but it's failed. It's only worth $100. What, you told me it's 300. I'm just kidding, you know. And but Jason does that very well, and that, you know, it's a pleasure to do business with people when all they are is hungry for the knowledge. And once we teach them and show them what it is, what makes it worth what it is, how it's constructed, and everything about it. Now they're educated as we are, and they don't have to be afraid to sell it. They know what, it's not like they're giving something away, you know. We got Deward, then I've got a couple of part-time guys that's in there, and they're just champs. They're doing good right now. You know, I mean, I'm just very blessed with some wonderful people around me, and I don't know if we developed our relationships over the last 5 or 10 years. I don't know. It just happened. I mean, there's good training there on both sides. Jason is a very good trainer he will develop the girls as much or more than I will, you know, showing them how he wants them to do certain things. And he's the general manager. I mean, I get out of his way a lot of times. You know, I let the old man go sleep. He'll be all right. You know, and I'll get out and go somewhere else, and he'll stay there and handle it.
I remember my first trip to Rick Davis. I won't ever forget this. I said, I'm going to sell him some advertising. He advertises with everybody. So I go rolling in there, and I'm not intimidated by many people, but I was intimidated because he being that honest person, said, well, tell me what you do, and why do you think you could do a better job for me? Well, you get back with me. You call Jason, he'll talk to you, but I called Jason. I remember calling Jason, and his baby was being delivered. And he answered that phone and talked to me. I said, well, I'm sorry I bothered you, and I'll get back with you. Anyway, I made about 2 or 3 trips over to Rick, and I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you some advertising just so you can see what I can do for you. That didn't last long. He paid me pretty quick.
That's exactly what
Where
you
did
did.
these people come from?
I have told that story probably no less than 30 or 40 times.
So tell me about the law enforcement security that's in your store.
Oh, Lord. What do you want to know about it?
Well, people today are skeptical about being here and being there, and kind of
security.
afraid.
What kind of
like
security
if
we
you
got?
Carried, if they sold you something, you sold them, had a lot of money.
Well, I thought you were talking about my security system after hours in the store. Oh, no, we've got Chattanooga Police Department is there. Every hour we're open. We've got 2 officers that work inside the store, outside in the parking lot. Tinsel Tillery and Corey Stokes, Corey Greenmile Stokes. Wonderful officers. I've known Tinsel 25 years. But they're out in the parking lot. The parking in the rear is where we recommend everybody to park because of the easy in and out, the red light on Brainerd Road where you know, there's a lot of fender benders this time of the year, and this is just a safe way to get in and out. Inside we have security cameras. We have the police departments are doing all their logs. You know, we don't want anything that's not right. And rest assured that if you bring anything to the store and sell it, you will go through the police log. So it's logged, it's reported.
You have to show them your driver's license.
Driver's license, picture ID, yes ma'am. And a lot of times we help law enforcement agencies get back some of the stolen merchandise. You know, we can't police 150 people a day. It's absolutely impossible. The police department can't even police 150 people a day, but
so they can come over there and look at your log, and if they're looking for something,
if they lose something in a burglary, they can fill out the police report. You have to fill out a police report. The police department contacts us. We look for any descriptions, and it all goes through a main Chattanooga Police Department computer. And there's 27 places that buy and sell gold and silver in the city. But they can coordinate all that with one name, one description, one class ring, one anything. And 90% of the time you can get your merchandise back if you follow all the right avenues that you have to go through. I mean, it has to be police reported, it has to be descriptions and things like that. But, you know, it's just It's a necessary evil.
Now you can watch Rick Davis Talking Gold anytime on Rick's YouTube channel. Just type in www.youtube.com/user/Rick Davis Buys Gold. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business.
I'm Rick Davis, and I'd like to buy your gold, silver, diamonds, and coins. We sit around, we talk to the people, we explain what we're doing, we explain what they have, and we show them how we're paying them for it, and then we pay you, yes, in cash. If you prefer a check, we'll pay in check. We buy all day, every day, gold, silver, diamonds, coins. We've been here 36 years, we pay you better, there's no game, there's no gimmick. I'm Rick Davis, and I want to pay you cash for your gold.
For up-to-the-minute prices on gold, silver, or platinum, visit Rick's website at www.rickdavisgoldanddiamonds.com. While there, look for Rick's specials to take advantage of. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business.
I know we're not the only one buying gold in this area, but we are the #1 buyer of gold in this area. We want to be your friend in the jewelry business. We want your business. Thank you, and God bless.
Stop in and see Rick and his friendly, experienced staff at 5301 Brainerd Road in Chattanooga. While there, be sure to mention that you saw this show on this station and receive your special deal. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, Chattanooga's premier jewelry store.
I'd like to thank you for watching the show. Hope it's been informative. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some knowledge along the way. Hope a little bit of fun rubbed off on you. We try to do what we can do to help you. We'd like to thank you again for watching the show. Please stop by in the store and see us. Get to know us. We're your friend in the jewelry business. Thank you, and God bless.